Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is September 1st, so we are starting in a new month. We are going to continue talking about details in a text. Yesterday, we talked about characters and settings. Do you remember what a character in a story is? If you said the person in the story, way to go. You are absolutely correct. And the setting is where the story happens. And we talked about that yesterday by listening to Molly Lou Mellon and then identifying the characters and setting in our pathway. Today, we're going to talk about key details. Give me your big Superman pose, hands on your hips, and repeat after me. I can understand what a key detail is and identify it in a story. So you just told me today that you are going to be able to understand what a key detail is and then identify it in a story. So first, let's understand what it is. What is a key detail? A key detail is an important event that happens in a story. For example, when we read the book Chrysanthemum, we knew that she was excited to go to school. This is an important event in the story, just like what happened to Chrysanthemum at school. Something that we would not consider a key detail is that Chrysanthemum was wearing a yellow dress. Yes, that dress is beautiful, but that does not do anything for us in the story. It doesn't cause a problem. It doesn't create a solution. It's just a fact. Yes, she's wearing a yellow dress, but that is not a key detail. A key detail is going to be an important event. So she's excited to go to school. That's an important event. Just like when you started school this year, it was an important event and you were probably excited and maybe a little bit nervous. Another important event in the book Chrysanthemum is that when she got to school, kids were making fun of her. That was an important event because it affected the way she was feeling. It affected the main character. So keep that in mind as we listen to this story. There was an old lady who swallowed some books. I hope you enjoyed your story time. To review character and setting, let's talk about the character in this story. Who was the character in this story? It was the old lady. And you might notice that the old lady didn't have a name. They just called her Old Lady. So sometimes the main character can just be referred to as he or she, but when we see that person either on the cover or on every single page, we know that that person is the main character. So if I ask you, who is the she that the story is about? You would need to be able to tell me it is the old lady. Now, the setting in this story might be a little bit hard to identify because it was just talking about her swallowing things, but one setting that I saw in the story was her at school around the children swallowing all of the supplies. Now let's talk about some key details in the story. Some key details from this story are all the different things that the lady swallowed. She swallowed a pen, she swallowed a pencil case, and before we know it, she spit out a whole book bag. So all of these are important details because what she swallowed was able to create the backpack at the very end. Now, is it a key detail that she's wearing a red polka dotted shirt? It is not, because that did not affect her in any way. Let's talk about your assignment for today. You are going to go on Seesaw and listen to us read you these questions and circle your answer. So I might say, who is this story about? Your answer choices are boy, old lady, and student. You simply circle your answer and turn it in when you're finished. Be sure to complete 1 through 9. See you tomorrow.